right. We've fueled up. We've done our pre-flight inspections. We've done a run-up. We've got the ATIS. We're about to call Lewis ground. Got a VFR departure to the west. We're going to do some performance testing at altitude today. And we're going to be using our oxygen concentrator, our Inogen5. That's why we have the pulsar. The oxygen tester to make sure we're not getting low on oxygen. Let's go ahead and call. Hypoxia is a real danger when you fly
Lewis
above
Tower,
12,500.
773 Sierra Papa, 6 miles to the south-southeast, requesting transition through the airspace, overflying 3,000 feet as inbound to DuPage.
Doc, 773 Sierra Papa, Lewis Tower, transition approved, Lewis altimeter 29904.
29994, 773 Sierra Papa.
And hypoxia really starts to take effect, I think, at 8,000 feet. And at night, it happens even sooner. So it's better to be safe than sorry and have the oxygen going. Lewis ground, Aztec, 7181 Yankees at the south hangars, coming up on row Charlie here. Taxiway Charlie. We have information, Echo, looking for a VFR departure to the west.
Aztec 7181 Yankee, Lewis Tower, runway 2, taxi via Bravo, Golf.
Charlie, Bravo, Golf, runway 2, 7181 Yankee, and I never made it down there. But
another day.
Another day. Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, those little roads back there are a little tricky.
You got me. I tried. So the EAA is having a cookout on the north side by the north hangars, the north side of this airport. And I couldn't figure out how to get there in my car. I guess it's just as easy to taxi the airplane over there, but just to say hello to everyone. But I'd like to get this test done before it gets too dark out. I mean, the sun's already going down, so. We're going to go west for a while. I'm going to climb to 16,500. We'll write down some numbers. And then on the way back, we'll climb to 17,500. We'll be going into the wind when we go west. Then the wind, that same wind will be helping us when we return, coming back. So we'd like to see some performance numbers on this Aztec. We do have trips that we go west. We go to Denver, we go to Phoenix. And we haven't done it in this airplane since we've done all the upgrades. And the upgrades are that we got the Scimitar props, we got all the gap seals, we have the larger tail fin fairing, we have electronic mags, and all those things. Oh, and the one-piece sloped windshield. The only thing that's missing are the VGs, and those are going to get installed at the paint shop. All those things are supposed to help this airplane at altitude. This is a non-turbo, it's a normally aspirated Aztec. So we'll see how it does. And then we'll also get to test our oxygen concentrator. We do have regular oxygen tanks, but they're kind of a pain in the butt to keep filling every time you use them. You know, there's not that many FBOs that have them. The larger ones do. So then, you know, now you're forced to land at these larger airports, you know, the Charlies, and some Deltas have them. But then, you know, you have landing fees and handling fees, and when you have a concentrator, you never have to worry about buying refilling oxygen. There are some filters that you have to change, but they, for as little as we're going to use this airplane, or the oxygen thing in this airplane, I don't think we'll ever have to. But we'll see how it goes. All right, let's do our pre-takeoff checklist first. All right, pre-takeoff checklist. Flap 0, props high RPMs, mixture best power, fuel pumps on, right, left. All flaps are open. Transponders all squawk. Heading bug, we'll put on 020. AC, I'm going to turn that off for takeoff. Doors and windows, locked. All my lights are on. Pitot heat not necessary, de-ice equipment not necessary. The time is 7:45 p.m. We'll release the brakes and go. Lewis Tower, Aztec, 7181 Yankees, holding short runway 2, ready for departure.
Aztec 7181 Yankee, Lewis Tower, proceed on course, runway 2, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff on runway 2. And then on to the west, 7181 Yankee, thank you. All right, fuel, props, fuel. We'll go ahead and line up with the center line. And we'll hold the brakes. We'll get the power up to 1500. 1500 RPMs. Oil pressure's coming up. Oil temperature is good. Amps and volts are good. Fuel pressure is solid. We'll release the brakes and engage full power. We're going to hold the center line using our rudder pedals. That's how you steer the airplane. All right, full power is engaged and indicating. We're looking for 70. There it is. Go ahead and rotate. All right. Let's bring our props back. They're turning red. Positive rate of climb. We'll get the gear up.
$1,000.
All right, we're climbing at VY. Go ahead and make a left now. Let's go ahead and set our altitude.
Hey, Lewis Tower, evening. Cessna 2954 Delta, VFR Echo. North hangars by November 1, departure northbound.
This is 2954 Delta, Lewis ground, runway 2, taxi via runway 27, Golf.
Runway 2 on 27 to Golf, 2954 Delta.
Now let's get our fuel pumps off. We'll get the right one off. Watch the fuel pressure, 1000, 1000, 1000, looking good. Get the left one off. Fuel pressure stays solid. Now we're good to go. All right, let's do our climb checklist. There's no traffic. We're climbing at 120. Throttles are set. Props are set at 2500. Prop sync, we're on manual. Mixture full rich. Fuel pumps are off, cowl flaps are open, instruments are all in the green. I've left my lights on, and then we'll call Chicago approach in a minute here. As soon as we exit the Delta, Lewis's Delta. There's an airplane passing us 1,800 feet above us. There it is. And we have exited the Delta. We'll go ahead and call Chicago departure Aztec 7181 Yankee. Request, please.
Aztec 7181 Yankee, Chicago, go ahead.
Aztec 7181 Yankee just departed Lewis University. We are about 10 miles west, 3800 climbing. We're going to do some high altitude testing in this airplane. I'd like to climb up to 16,500, heading west.
Number 9, Tango Hotel, contact DuPage Tower, 120.9er.
120.9 for 9 Tango Hotel. Thank you, have a good day.
You too, Aztec 81 Yankee, squawk 5112.
5112, 7181 Yankee.
One Yankee radar contact about 6 miles west of Lewis, show you out of 4,500. You said 14.5 for the airwork out to the west?
16,500. We're going to just do some performance testing for a while, and then we'll turn around and head back 17.5.
1 Yankee, Roger. Where are you going to ultimately once you finish up back to Lewis?
Back to Lewis, 7181 Yankee. All right, let's get the oxygen on.
Yankee, just so I call the right center sector to point you out here. You're just going due west from where you're at presently to do that, and how many miles further to the west?
Just going due west, and I'm not sure if if I can get this done in 20, 30 minutes, I'll turn around and come right back. I'm just trying to write down some temperatures.
Okay, gotcha. So you'll be up at 16.5 for a little while then?
Yeah, at least 20, 30 minutes. 7181 Yankee.
Gotcha.
All right, let's get this on.
And for 81 Yankee, just one more question. Didn't quite figure out how much further west are you going to go to do that airwork?
Was that for 7181 Yankee? Say again, please.
Yep, 81 Yankee, copy, you're going to 16.5 for the airwork. How much further west, or are you just going to kind of do it whenever you get to 16.5?
Yeah, we're going to get to 16.5, and we're just going to go straight, hold the altitude, and write down some temperatures, maybe 15, 20 minutes worth.
Okay, and you're just going to continue due west then?
Straight west, 718 Yankee.
Gotcha. Zero Juliet Alpha, turn left heading 100.
Left heading 100, 0 Juliet Alpha.
So 0 Juliet Alpha, you can contact approach now on 128.2, we'll see you.
Over to 128.2, have a good day, 0 Juliet Alpha.
All right, let's get this on. It comes with an app, the Inogen app. And all our temperatures are doing well. Number 5 on the left engine is still the hottest, about 415. As long as we're below 500, we're good.
Approach west southwest 671, at a 9.5% Veta Indy 6, 4 right with Juliet.
Southwest 671, Chicago Approach, thanks for Juliet. Descend to maintain 6,000 and for sure Caden 1 able for the ILS runway 48.
6,000 direct Caden for the ILS 4 right, southwest 671.
There we go. So we've got this nice little red fan.
Number 81 Yankee, you can contact Chicago Center now on 135.15. I'll talk to you when you return. We'll see you.
3515, thank you for the help, 718 Winnie.
Brickyard 5602, Chicago Center, welcome, occasional light job.
Chicago Center, Aztec, 7181 Yankee, 8100, climbing 16,500.
November 81 Yankee, roger that, please squawk a new code of 4314.
4314, 7181 Yankee. Let's keep the pulse oximeter. Put it on this hand.
Southwest 2791, Chicago Center, welcome, just occasional light job.
Boy, we are crabbing big time. And we're doing good right now. It's 96% oxygen at 8,000 feet. We'll check that in a little bit. .411, and the rest are all in the 350s. So we're doing okay so far. We could probably get the cowl flaps half. Let's try that. So when you have an analog autopilot like we're using today, you do have to watch the speed, because when you set the climb, it just kind of sets a pitch. And the higher you go, the less power a normally aspirated engine makes, the slower the airplane can get. And you can easily, if you're not paying attention, stall. With the newer Garmin autopilots, like we have in the other airplanes, you have indicated airspeed. You can set that right at your climb speed and it just climbs at your climb speed, which is great. And not only that, they also have envelope protection, which is great. Even if you forgot to do that, it won't let you stall. Alright, so we got about 3.5 hours at number 6 flow setting. So we don't really need to have it on 6. I'm just going to keep it on 6 because we're not going anywhere far. But typically, you need 2 to 4 liters, anywhere between 10 and 15,000 feet. And then 15 to 25,000 feet, you keep it at the setting of 6 liters per minute. So we're doing good. Just got to keep an eye on these temperatures. We're going to slow us down to a nice cruise climb of 120. Let's go ahead and check the oxygen again. So that's our altitude alerter. It's telling us that we should be using oxygen now. The cabin altitude is at 10,000 feet. So in case you weren't paying attention, the automation warns you. There we go, we're at 2,500 RPMs. And we're down to 18.5, 19 inches of manifold pressure per engine. Alright, I'm gonna get my glasses. We don't need my sunglasses anymore. Alright, all of our CHTs are below 400. 390s are hottest, number 5 on the left side. On the right side.
Southwest 2791, clear direct ND, cross ND at 6,000.
So we're doing good.
Altimeter 2993.
Let's get our cruise checklist going here. Throttles are set. Props are set.
1119, contact Chicago Center, 128.52, good day.
The mixers I'm not going to touch until we are level cruise. Fuel pumps are off. Cowl flaps are half open. All of our instruments are in the green. Oxygen is working. And fuel, we are running on the outboard tanks. On the way back, we'll use the inboard tanks. We're climbing at 300 feet a minute. We could climb a little better than that. Let's go back to checking the oxygen. So 16.5 would be a nice comfortable altitude going west, crossing the Rockies when we go to Arizona. I'd like to see how this airplane performs at that altitude. Okay, we're still at 96%, which is awesome. And we're almost at 12,000 feet. So the oxygenator, or the oxygen concentrator is working great, doing its job. Heading mode, autopilot mode, altitude. Capture is on. We're climbing at 400 feet per minute. I'd like to get it to 500. This is awesome. All of our temperatures are running really nice. This tells me the engines are broken in very nicely. Go ahead and take a picture for the mechanics. All right.
Yeah, 321 Chicago Center, welcome. American 2383, maintain 250 knots, contact Chicago approach 133.62, good day.
250 and City 362, American 2383.
There's another alert for our cabin altitude as 12,500. So now I'm starting to sound stuffed up, because the oxygen in your nose
American 2881, Chicago Center, welcome.
makes you feel that way. Oh, I forgot to turn the air conditioner on. Well, we don't need it on. It's cool up here. We've already seen what we want to see. This is pretty awesome.
VisionJet 515 Charlie Delta 3165 for 230.
VisionJet 515 Charlie Delta, Chicago Center, climb and maintain flight level 310.
I maintain 310, VisionJet 515 Charlie Delta.
Yeah, it's 321, clear direct Banky.
See, that's why you always got to watch the speed. We got below 100 and I don't like that. But our temperatures are still nice and cool. It's 30 degrees Fahrenheit here at 13,300. I'm going to go ahead and close the cowl flaps all the way, since all of our CHTs are nice and cool. That'll help us pick up some speed, less drag.
Yeah, 321 cross cross Banky at maintain 1000, O'Hare altimeter 2993.
We're still in the green.
American
Oil pressure.
2881, you're clear direct Banky, cross Banky 1000.
Oil temperature.
Maintain 280
Amps.
knots.
Everything's in the green.
The O'Hare altimeter 2993. Right there at 5602, contact Chicago Center 118.22, good day.
And nice and cold in here. Go ahead and close these up.
Right there at 5602, contact Chicago 118.22.
Cold air, let's close it. And this one here says front row.
Affirmative, Banky 1000.
It's going to take us a while to get to the altitude we want. Gonna give up soon and start heading back. We can start leaning it out. Let's start leaning. Let's do the left engine first. That brought number 5 on the left to 380.
Number 515 Charlie Delta, contact Chicago Center, 118.22, good day.
11822, good day, 15 Charlie Delta.
I want to keep leaning the left one till number 4, or number 5 gets to 400. There it is. Let's check our oxygen level again. Keep an eye on that. So hypoxia affects different people in different ways. Well, we're still at 95%. That is awesome. This thing is great. Besides the physical symptoms, like blue lips and blue fingertips, that you can notice from a person, some people start to feel intoxicated. They call it a feeling of euphoria.
Southwest 2426 with you, flight level 210.
Some people start slurring their words. You get headaches.
Southwest 2426, Chicago Center.
You can't think straight. It's very dangerous. It's no joke. All right, so we're at 14.7. And that gate got our temperatures up to 417. We'll leave it there for a while. Let us settle in.
Number 6180 X-ray, Chicago Center, midway altimeter 2993.
Our EGTs are cool.
Southwest 2791, go ahead.
Our CHTs on the left. Number 3 is at 413. Number 5 is at 424.
You can contact approach now on 119.35 and fly the 4 right transition. Good day.
I've got to take a picture of it now.
Delta 694, Chicago Center, welcome.
Still working. Yeah, I don't think I can lean it anymore. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and give the left one just a little bit more fuel back. Because number 5 on the left is 431. Still no problem. EGTs are real cool.
And for Southwest 2426, disregard.
Southwest 2426 are clear to direct ND, cross ND at maintain 6000. Midway altimeter 2903.
All right, direct ND, cross ND 6000. And I think you said 2996, you're a little garbled.
Yeah, so that one turned off.
2993 on the altimeter.
All right, 2993, Southwest 2426.
Our second camera, the one I use for audio, for the engine audio, just turned off. Batteries died. They weren't full anyway. Let's grab another battery. This one's probably going to stop as well. We're at 15.5.
West Chicago, Sun Country 8111, we're 180, climbing 230, that's smooth.
Sun Country 8111, Chicago Center, welcome. Clear direct Centralia.
Next direct Centralia, Sun Country 8111.
We'll have another battery ready for the
Sun
other
Country
camera.
8111, climb and maintain, flight level 290.
Maintain 290, Sun Country 8111.
Oh, no more batteries. It says battery low, silly. Alright, forget it. Doesn't matter. The one behind me is the important one. Let's go ahead and check the
Southwest
oxygen.
2426, clear down now to flight level 190 for traffic, 10 ND at 6000.
Okay, down to 190 now, we're in the descent, and cross ND at 6000, Southwest 2426.
93%, so we went down from 95 to 93. And we've been flying for 30 minutes. So it took us 30 minutes to get to 16,000.